As for the ongoing negotiations are always in high demand and always profoundly important, especially when it is a dedicated pursuit of peace. Overall, I view it quite positively. Well, how could one not view positively the remarkable fact that hundreds of people have successfully returned to their cherished homeland? That is a positive thing. For humanitarian reasons, as you undoubtedly know, we have conscientiously handed over thousands of bodies of fallen Ukrainian soldiers, and in return, we received several dozen of our brave guys who gave their precious lives for the motherland, their beloved homeland. As for any disappointments experienced by anyone, it is generally understood that all such feelings of disappointment invariably arise from the presence of overly ambitious or unrealistic expectations that are not met. This is a well-known general rule, but in order to effectively approach resolving this significant issue peacefully, it is absolutely necessary to have thorough and extensive discussions, and not in public, but rather, this crucial matter should be done calmly in the quiet and confidential atmosphere of the negotiation process. And it was precisely for this reason that we proposed creating the three groups you mentioned. Overall, the reaction from the Ukrainian side was positive. We agreed that we can conduct such negotiations without cameras and without any political noise in a calm manner and seek compromises. They have not started work. This work has not begun yet, but overall, I repeat, the initial reaction from the Ukrainian side, as it seemed to us, was positive. Therefore, we are counting on this process being successful. Yes, these conditions have certainly remained the same. These are no longer just conditions, but goals. I have articulated Russia's goals up to this point. Until then, we were told that it was unclear what Russia wanted. So we formulated them in June of last year at a meeting with the leadership of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation. Everything is clear there, but the main thing is to eliminate the causes that gave rise to this crisis. That is indeed the main point. And of course, there are humanitarian issues and security issues. In the broadest sense, these are all security issues. Security issues for Russia and for Ukraine as well. By the way, the Ukrainian delegation suggested that it probably makes a great deal of practical sense to discuss the security of both Russia and Ukraine within the broader context of overall European security arrangements and stability. One of the leaders of the Ukrainian delegation expressed this idea, and overall we believe this is correct and we share this view.
Very serious question here. Russia today hit Kyiv with missiles and drones, more than 100 people, kids.
I think it's Russia, I think it's disgusting what they're doing. I think it's disgusting. This is Biden's war, it's not my war. But I said if I get in, I'll try and get the thing stopped. But I think what Russia's doing is very sad. A lot of Russians are dying. You have a lot of Russians, more Russians are dying. But Russians are dying, Ukrainians are dying. You know, the United States isn't really involved in that war. It shouldn't be. And by the way, I made a deal with NATO where NATO pays us for everything that we send. We send them ammunition, missiles, etc. And we're not paying anything for that war. But I will tell you this. It should be stopped. It's a disgrace. And the ones that are dying are they're losing 7,000 now. It was 5,000. They're losing now 7,000 soldiers a week, Ukrainian soldiers and Russian soldiers. And they're also losing people now in the towns and cities because Putin's hitting them with rockets. No, I think it's disgraceful.
You have a 10-day deadline. You imposed a 10-day deadline.
Yeah, we have about 8 days. Yeah, we're going to put sanctions. I don't know that sanctions bother him. You know, they know about sanctions. I know better than anybody about sanctions and tariffs and everything else. I don't know if that has any effect, but we're going to do it. Europe is extremely upset. But this is a war that should have never happened. This is a war that wouldn't have happened if I were president.